Friday, everybody. Does not feel like Friday. It feels like Monday. To keep reminding myself, I don't have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Okay, Thea grabbing first. Hey there, Thea and Ika and Jay and Moss. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's weeks and holidays went well. Sitting here listening to Percy Jackson soundtrack, all caught up on it, cliffhangers. All the episodes accidentally too good. We are gonna switch gears a little bit here tonight, and I'm gonna focus on larger stitch colors first. So we're not gonna make it to 150,000 for the year. We're like 5,600 stitches away and only 6 days left, so I would have to stitch almost 1,000 stitches every day for the next 6 days, and that's just not gonna happen. But I can prioritize the larger stitch colors in our area right now, and we can get close-ish, as close as we can get. Streaking. So that is the plan. We'll see how long I stick to it. I sat down, I got everything ready, I was feeling fine apart from being so tired because I didn't get hardly any sleep last night. Stayed up way too late. But I was feeling fine apart from being tired, sat down, got everything ready, and then my neck cramped up. Because of course it did. So I just took some pain meds. Hopefully it'll calm down and not bother me too bad. So we're down here in the Oliphant section first. I'm gonna figure out where the heckity hoodle these stitches go. Here, I think. Yeah. Excuse me. Obviously, I didn't stitch anything this week outside of Monday. That's just the theme of this month. But here we are, the last 6 days of the year. So we can try to get as much in as we can in our stream days. Did 557 last night on the Owls, working on it again today. Nice. I just knotted my thread. Okay, been a good year, yeah. It's been our best stitchy year so far. And it's okay, you know, if we're stuck with this project for a little bit longer. As long as I stay on track to finish this fabric section by year 4 anniversary, I'll be fine. But yeah, as expected, Legs and I played Tarkov all day yesterday. And then I think I went and laid down at like 10:30. He came to bed at like 11:30, something like that, and turned on The Martian, which I was super like, and this movie is probably not gonna hold my interest at all. It's probably gonna be kind of lame. And then I couldn't stop watching it, even though I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't actually really see what was happening for the most part, or read the subtitles, or hear over the fan. But I was watching it. It was like Astroneer, the game. Anyway, but eventually I kind of asked him to turn it off at like almost 2 o'clock because I was so tired I couldn't sleep. Yeah, you can make that. My Christmas was a ruined build plate on my 3D printer and a massive meltdown over it. I'll ignore it until next year. Oh no. Played Return to Moria most of yesterday. They put the winter event into Tarkov yesterday, so we played through almost all of the quests for it. And I only almost killed Santa twice. It's so hard, like, with Santa running around the map. You just, like, don't expect him, and you can't. He's completely passive until you shoot him. And you lose a ton of karma if you kill him. So it's, like, not something that I want to do. You're not supposed to kill him? No, you keep him alive, and then you go and you like throw stuff on the ground and he'll pick it up, and then he'll throw you down a present. He got me killed the first time that we ran into him because he waved me over and dropped a jar of pickles for me. And I'd never seen a jar of pickles in the game, so I went to pick it up and I got killed by a raider down the hallway. I wasn't paying attention. Not the pickles. Yeah, no body parts in them. I got my copy of The Shining book, so now I can read that whenever I manage to do that. You rock the food, that's good. It is good. Tinka Tough, Gen 9. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I really did anything this week apart from play Tarkov. Shocker. Making pretty good progress, but currently we're kind of stuck behind finding some parts for me. parts for what the hideout so we can progress the main storyline. Man, we had pretty decent weather for the last 2 days, so of course the weather punished us today for it. We had freezing rain and snow. Like, it was to the point where they canceled trash pickup and they pulled all the postal workers off the streets. And a bunch of businesses closed today. The roads, everything outside is just ice. My whole car is just covered in ice, encased. You can expand it. Yeah, there are most of the like modules in the hideout you can upgrade to level 3. So you have to collect different parts along the way to do that. Legs and I walked to the gas station, of course, and I mean, I was very slowly walking, more like shuffling, half sliding. I definitely heard a car earlier get stuck in the alley next to my house. Like, they like couldn't make it up over the final like hill of it into the road. It just kept sliding backwards. And we're sitting here with temps near 80. Cold front's coming Sunday. It's like right at 32 here. Well, it's probably colder now because the sun's gone, but it was hovering between 30 and 32 today, so it was just like ridiculous. Here while the window's open. Bad Mermaid's moving out at the end of the month. Heck yes, very nice. Congrats. At least that didn't last very long. And hopefully the next one will not pull a 180 after they move in.
I want to poop the snooze. Stop watching.
Nice. So the reason these dirty dishes everywhere in the kitchen and our shower curtain started molding again, the new one. Oh, she's the reason there's dirty dishes everywhere in the kitchen and our shower curtain started molding again. But I have had a whole energy drink today and I'm so tired. Get out of here. Yeah, for sure. Just let her leave. Get out of your space. Then you can relax again. Are you stitching? Congrats on being able to work from home for 2 days a week, Moth. In an interview for new roomie today, he'll get another room. Just chill, my friend and I have no complaints. Well, hopefully it works out all around. And is currently under renovation, so he's unable to move in immediately. Yeah, it'll be better with her gone. Odd Pattern Keeper is behaving today. Streaking. Hey Dezo, how's it going? Dezo's so close to stitching goal for the year. I think you can do it. I know you've got to do funeral stuff tomorrow, which will be a bummer, and hopefully stitching after will help decompress all the feels. I'm already fighting with myself about this plan to work on larger stitch count colors for further distances. My brain is like, no, fill in the columns. It's very upsetty spaghetti. Hey there, Kai. How's it going? Stitching now, so hopefully I can get a good amount in before tomorrow. I'm not sure I'll have time just because we have to go early and set up. Gotcha. Like I said in Cat Stream, if you do at least 388 today, then that counts for today and tomorrow. Then you only have to worry about the 194s per day to make it. But that's just a minimum. What is going on, JD? Why are you being so crazy? You zoom in. What are we doing? Besides getting distracted by Jade. Be able to get that. Hopefully get a finish on this ornament I'm working on currently. Nice. Got ads starting already? Wow. That was a fast half hour. No, not a quick stream. Slow down. paper piecing quilt that I've watched get put together on TikTok. Got finished yesterday and it looks so cool. Thank you for that follow. Welcome aboard. How's it going? Nobody ever invites anxiety. It just shows up too often. Alrighty, next strand. Oh, guess I should cut this bit off. Stop it. I guess. Look at this thing though. Didn't that come out so cool? That's fabric. It's a quilt. Well, it doesn't have the back on it. This is the blocks put together and she finished yesterday. But that was such a wild thing to watch put together. Both was like super intriguing to me and terrifying because I don't have any sewing skills really, but it came out really cool. And then she's gonna do her next kit is a Kraken. this guy, little Kraken. So that'll be fun to watch. It doesn't look quite as complicated maybe as Skulliver was, so maybe it won't be as much of a fuck this quilt series, but season 2. Follower 2. Yeah. Super interesting process. Only on TikTok? I think so. I don't really know. Called like the Carla Show or something. Ugh, that feeling like there's cold water running behind my skin, but on my eyebrow. Better not be a precursor to a migraine. I don't have time to deal with that nonsense tomorrow. We gotta get some stitching done. Lots of stitching done.
I want to poop the snooze drop, want it?
Nice. Back to the shadows. Let's see. 2 here. Your tiniest little knot. I don't care. It can live there. Goodness. Come on. Okay, my sewing machine. First the needle broke, then the fabric. Times. Really? Seam turned out shitty 5 times. Yikes. Thread 5 times. Phone seems to be struggling a little bit tonight. Air, was that you? Hey. Being so sneaky. Ugh. I think I'm gonna cut my hair next week. I think it's time. What? Got some cute holiday Pokemon and Sleep though. New Pikachu, no. And Evoli, a Flannel. Very adorable. Seamops. For real this time? Yeah. I don't know why I always like get the urge to chop my hair off in winter when it's actually like useful to have it long. But it feels just kind of dead right now, like the ends of it do, so I don't know. Micah, have a good shift. Catch you later. What did I do? Hey, Drifty, how's it going? Oh, I just, like, omitted a whole row. Okay. That's the problem. Stop that. We don't like that. Okay. So that you were live while I was at the store, pretended to go for first even though I knew it was already gone. Had it Monday anyways. Yes, okay, yes. There are 3 stitches in this row. Okay. Now this one goes to you. Just tried to skip a row. But we got it. Because I was paying attention to the rest of it. Not lining up. that this tactic is working out any better for us so far. And 38 stitches in just under an hour. Okay. What's everyone up to tonight? What are we working on? Relaxing and enjoying hanging out, of course. Jinx, Gen 1. gonna have to make a new copy of my little spreadsheet tracker next week. $2026. Doesn't really seem like a real year for some reason. Hey there, Mushroom. How's it going? Got a cross-stitch kit for Christmas, just a little thing, so I tried to start it today and massively messed up. I have no idea how you do this with such a large piece. What do you mean you massively messed up? What happened? What was the last one you needed to get? Sawsbuck Winter. Nice. The frog half what I worked on because I was off by 1 square for the majority of it. It's really easy to do. No worries. I think every stitcher has done it at some point. It gets better with time, sort of. I mean, I literally just messed up and omitted a whole row and had to frog it backwards and put it back in. So, you know, it happens, but it's okay. You can recover. I worked on it for hours. That's cross stitch. I think I've mentioned before, like, if you're still feeling a little intimidated with counting itself, you can get stamped cross-stitch kits from like Painting Fairy or 5-Stitch. And that prints the pattern right on the fabric, so it's truly paint by number with thread. And that will maybe help you get adjusted to it a little bit, but it's not going to help with the counting aspect. Though I can't count, and I hate counting past 5. Really, anytime I have to count 6 to get to a stitch, I'm like, ugh. But we persevere. Just get a little bit more comfortable with it with more practice. Practice, practice, practice. And I marked those off before. Alright, what's the path here? Do we leave this color? We start on the next one. 179 stitches of one color is not bad. Eating baby soup with the extra rice. Nice. He loves rice. That's good. Rice is delicious. Hey there, Sandy. How's it going? Guess we're okay. Had a pretty good day yesterday. Just gamed all day. Went to bed too late. Super tired all day. 45.10% and finished page. So move project to Sylveon Pinkland. Nice. Maybe I finally stitch in this strand. In my way tonight.
Hello there.
Hey there, Argyle. How's it going? I am super tired, but mostly okay. What you up to? Tired is the theme of the day, I think. Well, today is one day I won't fault my neighbors for leaving their car to idle for a while, because to be frozen. If I could have stood up around my car a little bit easier, I probably would have tried to chip off some of the ice layer earlier. You have snow? We had an ice storm today. Not my my favorite. I think it's supposed to snow this weekend again, which is a bummer. It was nice having a little bit of a break from the snow. Ice storms are nasty, yeah. That was not great. I mean, they actually called off trash pickup and called all the postal workers off the streets. I don't think I've ever seen them call the postal workers off the streets. I only heard sirens a couple of times today though, so hopefully that means it went mostly okay out there today for a lot of people. Oh. Hey there, Isla, how's it going? What you up to? Mom said her snows like sand or ice crystal shards. Grabs all the tinsel. Christmas is over, finally. Who puts tinsel on tree? If someone got you a small cross-stitch kit and you finally will not only start but even finish one. Tinsel is a must-have in Germany, so all German tree owners have some. Afterwards, it'll be carefully removed, stored, and kept for next year. Time for another ad break already, huh? Dang. Time is kind of flying tonight. I've been asked many times from USians why we hang pickles on our trees, but I never ever heard about this allegedly German tradition that we exported to the US. But it's a made in the USA thingy. My mom hid a pickle on a tree, which was a feat because she used to have like 27 Christmas trees in the house. Only for like the last 2 or 3 years that we did Christmas there. Only cross-stitch thing I got was a light magnifier one with 4 light options and time to magnify, so I can be, or also gonna be floor, light table, or clamped table plug-in or battery. Nice. Someone crochet a pickle for us. Anti-crafted. But Zach would be a perfect pickle builder. Zakayla has a pickle pattern. Does Christmas pickles with like little Santa hats on them. I think she's got some on, or she used to have some on her website for sale as well. She had a whole channel on Discord dedicated to like pickles. Crochet pickles. Pickles are still weird to him. What's weird about pickles? How many projects has she finished this year? I don't know. Last I saw, she was getting close to 100. Bought it myself with some people donating to it since they don't know what to get me. Like she was at like 98 on the counter last I saw. Did you realize the pickle craze that happened during the year? Even Moth posted several pickle posts in Cass's Discord. Well, Moth got some actual pickles made by Zakayla at some point. I don't remember if that was this year or last year. Pickles are delicious. Ah, cheeseburger pizza. So tasty. Haven't had any in quite some time now. fucking cold outside. I have my empty deposit bottles in the kitchen near the window. The window I stand and smoke out while waiting for my kettle to be done. As soon as I opened it earlier, all my bottles popped as cold air coming in made the bottles shrink immediately, and even 20 minutes later they re-popped when they got their original size again. Yeesh. I always jump when bottles pop like that. Oh no, I just gave you fuel. Jump scare fuel. Nice notes. Me rambling without thinking about it again. I don't know why I'm sitting crooked. Drifting. Ugh, flashbang. Okay. Bless you the heck out of you, JD. Or was it Bear? Bear sneezing? Holy smokes. Do, 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 do.
You do need another drink.
And then move the hydrate. Almost out of water. Dang it, I was really hoping this thread would complete this column. I could move on. Ugh, my headphones are having a night where they don't want to stay connected very well. Gonna blame the weather. Cedra. At 301 stitches now. Oh, this is that song that sounds like sneakers on a basketball court. feel like I just had something to say and it totally left my brain. Dang it. Yeah. It happens entirely too often, but it was like just right there, and then I looked up and it was gone. Makes no sense. I don't know what show I want to watch now that Welcome to Derry is done. Not that I've had time to watch anything with my intensive Tarkov game time. But when we inevitably come out of the Tarkov time, I don't know what I want to watch. I guess 911 will be back by then. Comes back on the 8th of January, I think. High Potential does too, so have those. Might watch Heated Rivalry, but that's only 6 episodes and it just ended today, so I know it doesn't come out for season 2 until like 2027, so no real rush on that one. A quick catch up. I've already seen most of it on TikTok anyway. thought I marked. Oh, there it is. Found it. All the way back down. Reroute our path here. Slack off. Slack off. Little sloth. He's just so tired. Same. Does that mean I'm gonna go to bed at a reasonable time tonight? Probably not. Looks like your spirit animal. I don't think I will either. You're already up past reasonable times. But that's nothing new. So worth it. Alright, that strand is finally gone. Jay doesn't have to be bothered by it anymore. Had to go big to get my homie in my pocket. It did seem to appreciate the compliment. I was too tired to run away. Maybe. Ugh. Hair off me. Tickle in my throat. Great, I'm out of water. Thought about getting me the desk clamps and a frame for myself for Christmas. But you decided not to because you had to get Hobbiton fabric. The clamps are nice. Like, now that I'm used to them, I think they're probably a lot more customizable. Well, a little bit more customizable than I originally thought they are, but can you put other stands on the clamps as well? Probably not. They have like just clamps, but I don't really know what those are supposed to attach to. These have not on the clamps but on the stands just to hold it. Maybe. I was kind of curious, like if I could put my other armature one on here. I think I tried to put it on there once. And it did work, but it came out like really far. So I don't know. In one vid I saw they have spikes to hold the stand. I need to clarify if we're talking about you want to put other frames besides scrolls on the arms, or you want to put a whole different stand structure on clamps. They make a mini version. I think that works better for like Q snaps and maybe hoops, but that one's tied together like the clamps are. Let me see if I can find it. So, like, you could put these as close or far apart as you need to on your stand, and it might work. You can adjust, like, let me take one of the arms off in a second and I'll show you. Let me first try to find the mini guy. Is that the mini? Or is that mine? No, that's mine. There's the mini one. There it is. The mini one, honestly, is not that much cheaper. I hate how long their freaking links are. Yeah, those guys. They just hold whatever you put on them. Yeah, and you can put them anywhere along the tube because the curve or the carve out is like wherever. So you can have it up way high. You can have it. I have them all the way down. Same with the arms that go onto the clamp. You can move this tube leg up and down to suit your height needs, and then of course the half circle that rotates like up or down, but then the arms are separate, so you can put them as close together as you feel comfortable and can still get your hand under to stitch. So in theory it should be able to hold at least Q-snaps. I don't think it would hold circle hoops very well. That's what they made the mini one for. But that one's like tied together for the most part. It just has that middle hole and then the arms slide in and out. Just a tiny guy. That one doesn't look like as like adjustable angle wise because it doesn't have the up and downness to it that the single clamps do. Yeah, when it comes time for me to get further into this one, I'm definitely gonna have to like slide this because I have my arms pretty far apart. They're basically on opposite sides of my desk right now. I'm definitely gonna have to bring the other arm in and try to shift the scroll further that way to the left, so that we can still get it on camera. Otherwise, if I can't make it work that way, then I'll have to go back to the other stand. But yeah, I think it'll work for Q-snaps. Okay, we could test it. We could do the field testing. Do I have a Q-snap? Let me see. Hold on. Let's go to just chatting for a minute. Let's move this a little bit, I think. And then this off. Let's see. This way. Yeah. Also, the clamps spin like the opposite direction that I want them to, so my lefty loosey righty tighty doesn't work because it's lefty tighty. Boop 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 boop. Let's see. Oh dear. Big Q snaps bigger than normal. My project is in an 11 by 11. Get everything, huh? Okay. So this circle, I don't feel like these will work very well. I'd have to put it closer together and then, oh, actually maybe. Not concerned about anything's 14 by 12 and just my standard frame. The other ones I might use on there are way bigger. Okay, so yeah, that's way bigger. This is an 8-inch hoop. And right now it would have to go closer to, don't look at my feet. To that. A Q snap. It's very obvious that these are in different spots when I get them this close together. But yeah, I think it should hold. I mean, this is just an 8 by 8, I think, so it would definitely hold it. And like I said, these are, you can put them wherever you need to. They just clamp however, wherever you need to. That was my draw with them, was that I could super customize. Something I have the same hoop, like right now, fairy fabric won't cooperate and get into it. It's too sturdy, it won't get into the crease. Hate that. I also brought out the Nurge. The Nurge, which is the same color. Yeet. We don't care about that. Oi. Obviously, it could go closer together for this, but it would hold it. It'll hold it. The little Nurge sits in there pretty well. You'd have actually pretty full access. The only thing that I'd worry about is like how your arms would bump up against here, and especially these plates are freaking sharp. I cut myself on them the other day. They're not finished edges, so be careful with that. Did not feel good. All I did was like grab it here to move it, and it sliced my finger. Of course, my skin's a little bit funky anyway, but do I use something between the stand and the desk? No, but I don't really care about my desk too much. And it's got a rubber pad, a little rubber pad to it. But yeah, it's a little funky to get together because you have to, especially this part, because you have to like hold each, you have to like hold this on both parts to get it together. This one's not as hard to get on there, but yeah, you can obviously put this anywhere along here. I have it topped out like pretty much as far as I could get it, just so it's low enough, because it is pretty tall. It gets pretty tall and I don't want it to be that tall. One of my caps here doesn't really fit very well. I can't remember on which one, so that one likes to fall out. It comes with the Allen wrenches that you need and everything. Let me just fix this real fast because it's bothering me now that the other one's all the way down and this one isn't. I also did notice that these screws were really loosening up today from me probably putting pressure on my scroll frame. So that's something to watch out about. This screw is a little bit fussy to get through the pole and out into here, and then, you know, of course there's the lining up, but it really does like tilt super far, a whole 180 degrees or whatever. But no, they're pretty sturdy. I think it's worth it. I know I got off to a little rocky start with it, trying to get used to it, but now that we figured out camera angles and stuff, it's not bad. I also could do a better job at adjusting the angle so that my neck doesn't get as hurt, but it's just kind of difficult for stream. I just make do. When you're stitching on your own, be much more comfortable, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't really know what to cover them with. I could try to like metal file them a little bit maybe, so that it's not super duper cranky, but I don't know. So yeah. Oh, if I put them any closer together. Lefty tight. Left. If I could still stitch on the circle hoop. I think the fabric's in the way. Kind of claustrophobic feeling. I could probably do it, but it's not like super comfy. Saw another stitcher here some days ago. She had a similar one. It was a fake one from Amazon. Had nipples that were not standing up that way, but the frame itself had cutouts to fit. And it would cover them fully. Interesting. Yeah, I think the they hold. Obviously, it's not gonna hold this right now because I don't have, but you just kind of sit there and they just catch it very nicely. I can balance it right now. Are we in different spots? But yeah, I just sit there, hang out. Super duper simple. Makes for a quick set up and go. You just bought one of these? You could have used my referral code for 5% off, unless it was your first time buying one. And then the 10% off new customer code was better. But I do have a referral code for or a referral link for painting fairy cross stitch and 5-stitch. Gives me 15% commission if you're ever ordering again and want to throw some money my way. No pressure, but congrats on your incoming purchase. That's 10% of his first time I've been oohing and ahhing for the last few weeks. Oh, let's get back to where we were, shall we? Maybe. That's not where we were. I do find the edges a little bit difficult to stitch with on it because my hand feels claustrophobic just like hitting the pole a little bit. It's one of those things, so, you know, you get a new stand, you just gotta mess with it until you get comfortable. Hopefully that was helpful. Ordering it tomorrow when I'm fully awake. It's not 2 a.m. There, Skywalker. How's it going? Happy holidays to you. This is not where the camera was, I swear. I don't know what I did. Always takes time to adjust to something new as usual. Hard around things, might not like. Yeah. Alright, no more autofocus because it's terrible for stitches. Whee! With the virtual cookies. Welcome on in, Raiders. For those that don't know me, hi, I'm Cass, Lord of the Rings Stitcher here on Twitch. My camera has decided it doesn't want to focus on me. It's like you did too much moving around. How's everybody doing? Welcome on in. Hope your weeks went well. Positively, what were you making today? Alright, I still feel like we're out of place. Maybe I just need to bring this over closer to me, and that will be better, actually. Perhaps. Doable, livable, survivable. Let's go back to stitching. demonstration time over. No, I actually am still not. Working on the rim of a Celtic themed beta box. Lots of great chat, so I didn't actually get a huge amount done. Nice. What are you doing? I am doing alright. I'm pretty heckin' tired today, but I am surviving. Happy holidays to you as well. I know I just keep moving this. I'm so sorry. We will find where we were soon. And I will get it focused slightly better. Oh my goodness, see, I can tell it's still not in the right spot because I'm hitting my arm on the pole, and I wasn't before. So, we need to move it just a bit more. More movement. We are seeing enough movement. Okay. Hopefully that's less. Maybe. It's alright, Isla. No worries. It's easy enough to get back to. It's mostly just getting the camera in the right spot again. I don't mind showing off to help y'all make informed purchases when I can. Not just blindly enabling. Part of the reason why I can't ever be an actual influencer. Because I want stuff to actually be worth the purchase before I support it. Their scroll frame I would need size-wise is $120. Guess I need to pass on that one. Yeah, I want one of those alloy scroll frames real bad, but I need the 150 centimeter extension one, and that one's like almost $200 or something. It's like $195. And I know it's an investment and it would work for anything I could possibly ever do from here on out, but yikes. It feels bad. Yes, we are. Isla was debating ordering the table clamp stand, which I am using right now, so I was just showing it off. €170. Already just pissed that one on the spot. That one's so bad. Yeah. Even their wooden ones, which I'm not as interested in. For one, they're really size limited, but for two, it's wood, and the draw to me of the metal ones really is that they won't warp with the fabric. I'm a little curious how the grooves in them affect the fabric. I haven't seen anyone talk about that. But I imagine they'd iron out at the end. And actually, now that I think about it, when it's rolled up, it shouldn't really have any effect at all. You fold like the very end of your fabric, and then you slide in the little holder thingy-bobber to keep it in there, and then you just roll it up, so it shouldn't have any effect. Videos, I get some super tight tension. I need that, right? I'll just put it out there again, just in case, since we're talking about it. We got Fairy and we got 5-stitch. Fairy cross stitch has all the tools. 5-stitch has some of the tools, not a lot of them. But there's my referral links and codes for anyone interested in purchasing, though I do recommend taking the first time customer 10% off if you've never ordered with them. Yeah. Yeah. I said I'd never have to buy another scroll again if I were to get the one, most likely, but that is such a big purchase for a scroll. It feels like it's different for some reason with the stand. Like the stand prices, I don't know, feels like a different kind of investment. 5-stitch is more focused on licensed artwork. That's their big push. Like they work with licensed art. They're the same company. So is, we determined, Craft Stitch Club, I think was the thing. That one says it's out of Ireland and it has a whole like background story, but we determined that it's still Painting Fairy in the back end, so we're not really sure what's going on there. But 5-stitch totes that they work with all licensed art, whereas Painting Fairy has kind of come under fire for not a little bit in spaces. But Isla says that the quality is really great for their prints. I've only seen little guys in person and they look really nice to me. But I do like the table clamp stand. I don't have any interest in their floor stand at all. That thing doesn't look comfortable to me. I think maybe the lap stand might be okay, but I'm really just pleased with the table clamp stand. I think their couch bed one could be good for me. They are a little complicated to put together. But it's nice. Kind of most of the time, but if I work on printed ones, dang, love their crisp prints and high quality threads. They're a bit thicker than DMC, but not as fluffy as CXC. Called Egyptian threads and are really great to work with. They have the CXC thickness, but the DMC shine. Nice. Yeah, they sent me a little, they always send extra goodies with their kits. And I didn't even get a kit. I got a stand, and they still sent me goodies. It came in a nice bag. What did they send me? Just a little guy. Just this little cat with some sausage and a mouse. Doesn't look like their best, honestly. They're small. Well, they sent me 2 colors. This thing, this giant QR code that they send as allegedly instruction video, for one, it's too big, your phone won't read it. For 2, they don't actually have a video anywhere on their TikTok about putting this clamp thing together. So I don't know where that's supposed to go. But yes, the print quality is, I mean, this is my first ever like stamped anything in person, and these lines, very crispy, very nice. I could definitely like tell these symbols apart. The smallest QR code ever. The fabric is very stiff, very sturdy. I don't know why this one doesn't have a like symbol instructions on it on the outside. They also sent thread card with threads that are tied together with a bow. You get my problem with my Uber? Yeah, for sure. Red card, not a ton of thread. It does feel nice. Definitely a little different than DMC, but not bad. Just a couple little strands of 310J. Thanks for that follow. Welcome aboard. How's it going? Okay. So it does have instructions. So here's the little instruction book. The back stitch colors and symbols. Border stitches and half stitches. That's unexpected for this small little guy. And then the outline guide, or the back stitch guide rather. If you order bigger projects, the thread cards are made from plastic so they won't wear out during long-term usage. Yeah, a lot of times I've seen that they also send like their little bobbins for holding thread. I'll send a couple of those. Moria. But yeah, this is thick. It's not going anywhere. It's a nice canvas. It's crooked. Crookedly printed on this one, which is probably why it came out for free. Or maybe the fabric's just cut crooked, so it's an illusion. I believe these are their threads as well. Looks like the tag says Painting Fairy. They do like little promo stuff too on like fabric and certain kits and things where they mark them way down, where they say they're losing money to gain reputation. It's 818. It's definitely very shiny. It feels, yeah, you're right, slightly thicker than DMC. Not much though. An 817. We've got some up here somewhere. Color match seems pretty on point. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. I just haven't found any kits that I'm like super drawn to. They've offered me a couple of discount codes, but they just haven't worked out for me at the time. What was that? 5-stitch, I think, had one. Oh, a Halloween kind of one that I was actually really considering that one. But I can't buy anything extra right now. So. Another pro for their kit setup is the Symbolist. They have a 1X list. Normal for every kit you get, but they have another one where they group all O and all A and all K and all backslash and all available colors. Find them that way easier and quicker, and I love it. With 84 solid and up to 163 with all blends, I prefer the group setup. Never seen the group version at any company before. I've been through a lot of print tickets. My poor giant floor stand has just been sitting sadly by itself since I started working with this one predominantly. Just sitting over there, taking up space. I've thought about at least condensing it so it's not taking up so much space, but And I feel like as soon as I do that, then something would happen and I need to use it again. We got a little detoured, but you know, we still knocked out some stitches today. A little bit of time left. Hopefully tomorrow we can rock out a good chunk. Whoa, that's wild. That's pretty cool. Well, now we gotta stay so that see if Jay gets a shiny on the next throw. For sure, I wasn't sure what that symbol meant, if it was just another, like, emoji that I don't have. A repeat ball. Snowball fight. I haven't had one of those since I was a kid. Last snowball fight I had ended when my mom's husband threw a snowball at me that was mostly ice. That hurt. $57.90. Yes, I reverted to filling in the column. I don't want to drag tails any further than I have to. So if I fill in the column next to this one, and I need to make a jump across, then that tail is just gonna stay on the outside. As much as I'd like to just pad my numbers with higher stitch colors, I need to just stitch regularly. If I throw one, I aim at the back or stomach because the jacket dampens the impact. And the only thing that's bothering me a little bit about Painting Fairy lately is their continuing pop-up with different websites. I just don't get it. I don't get the purpose of spreading so many websites out. I could kind of understand 5-stitch because the split with the licensed art. I get that. But then why add the third one? Unless it is actually like stationed in Ireland to cut down on some shipping costs for them or whatever. But still, why not just have an Irish division? I don't know. Just kind of weird. The whole backstory about their founder and everything. Doesn't sit well with me. getting those 2 stitches, or did I forget about them? I think I forgot about them. Dang it. I did. Oh no. Mara's problem. Oh yeah, you're right. This is a great stopping point. 430 stitches, 414,815 total stitches. 14,815. 130 stitches. Half of what we needed to be stitching for the day. Well, a little under half. To make it to 150, but I already said we're not making it to 150, so it's fine. I just need to let it go. We're only at 4,007 for the month, but it's okay. I will survive. Oh, that's right. You need more Pokemons. We got 5 minutes left on the Pokespawns. I forgot. It's fine. We can just talk. Talkity talk talk talk. We got Tooth, maybe? Kind of looking like a hippopotamus mouth at this point. When you take the tusks and the trunk out of the picture. I would like to get the rest of this rooftop in. That would be neat. Take a look at the pattern, see what we can think about for tomorrow. I think we'll probably start just by working down this column, which means we will hit the roof down here. There's a swarm of 310 in this column that I stopped at tonight instead of filling in. But it's not like there's a fair bit around here. It's just kind of a little all over the place, just shadows and things. So it'll be one of those like in and out kind of deals with it. There's a bunch of confetti still in the Oliphant. Like we got 3 colors in our 3 stitches in this, whatever our top squares here. Togepi, there it is. Togepi's shiny isn't even that cool. It's just like cream instead of white. If I'm remembering correctly. Maybe I'm thinking of its evolution. This Togepi is shiny. I think I'm thinking of Togetic. Oh look, there's a shadow or ultra whatever Eevee here. No! Maybe later. Quit notifying me of things. Don't wanna know. What? Unless it's a free box, I don't care. Pokédex, Pokédex, Pokédex. Shiny. Search. No shiny. Togepi. Oh, shiny Togepi is like pink. It's on an orange background or a yellow background, so that's terrible to show off. But Togetic is like no different. They just changed the background. It's like slightly paler. And they changed the triangle from red to blue. They swapped the triangle colors. What? Alright. It was only a 47% chance increase, which was seemingly like it could have been a good increase, but oh well. Sorry, Jay. Maybe another snowball will give you another chance. Or your Poke loyalty will kick in soon. I don't know how close you are, but I'm gonna get out of here for the night. I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time as usual, to knock out some more stitches. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me as always. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Have a good rest of your evening, and I'll catch y'all next time. Good night.